victim of the middle way. Nagarjuna's Mulamadhyamakarika. Translation and commentary by J. L. Garfield. Part 1. The text of Mulamadhyamakarika. Chapter 21. Examination of Becoming and Destruction 1. Destruction does not occur without becoming. It does not occur together with it. Becoming does not occur without destruction. It does not occur together with it. 2. How could there be destruction without becoming? How could there be death without birth? There is no destruction without becoming. 3. How could destruction and becoming occur simultaneously? Death and birth do not occur simultaneously. 4. How could there be becoming without destruction? For impermanence is never absent from entities. 5. How could destruction and becoming occur simultaneously? Just as birth and death do not occur simultaneously. 6. How, when things cannot be established as existing, with, or apart from one another, can they be established at all? 7. There is no becoming of the disappeared. There is no becoming of the non-disappeared. There is no destruction of the disappeared. There is no destruction of the non-disappeared. 8. When no entities exist, there is no becoming or destruction. Without becoming and destruction, there are no existent entities. 9. It is not tenable for the empty to become or to be destroyed. It is not tenable for the non-empty to become or to be destroyed.
10. It is not tenable that destruction and becoming are identical. It is not tenable that destruction and becoming are different. 11. If you think you see both destruction and becoming, then you see destruction and becoming through impaired vision. 12. An entity does not arise from an entity. An entity does not arise from a nonentity. A nonentity does not arise from a nonentity. A nonentity does not arise from an entity. 13. An entity does not arise from itself. It is not arisen from another. It is not arisen from itself and another. How can it be arisen? 14. If one accepts the existence of entities, permanence and the view of complete non-existence follow. For these entities must be both permanent and impermanent. 15. If one accepts the existence of entities, non-existence and permanence will not follow. Cyclic existence is the continuous becoming and destruction of causes and effects. 16. If cyclic existence is the continuous becoming and destruction of causes and effects, then from the non-arising of the destroyed follows the non-existence of cause. 17. If entities exist with entityhood, then their non-existence would make no sense. But at the time of nirvana, cyclic existence ceases completely, having been pacified.
18. If the final one has ceased, the existence of a first one makes no sense. If the final one has not ceased, the existence of a first one makes no sense. 19. If when the final one was ceasing, then the first was arising, the one ceasing would be one. The one arising would be another. 20. If, absurdly, the one arising and the one ceasing were the same, then whoever is dying with the aggregates is also arising. 21. Since the series of cyclic existence is not evident in the three times, if it is not in the three times, how could there be a series of cyclic existence?
Chapter 22. Examination of the Tathagata 1. Neither the aggregates, nor different from the aggregates are not in him, nor is he in the aggregates. The Tathagata does not possess the aggregates. What is the Tathagata? 2. If the Buddha depended on the aggregates, he would not exist through an essence. Not existing through an essence, how could he exist through otherness essence? 3. Whatever is dependent on another entity, its selfhood is not appropriate. It is not tenable that what lacks a self could be a Tathagata. 4. If there is no essence, how could there be otherness essence? Without possessing essence or otherness essence, what is the Tathagata? 5. If without depending on the aggregates there were a Tathagata, then now he would be depending on them. Therefore he would exist through dependence. 6. Inasmuch as there is no Tathagata dependent upon the aggregates, how could something that is not dependent come to be so? 7. There is no appropriation. There is no appropriator. Without appropriation, how can there be a Tathagata?
8. Having been sought in the fivefold way, what, being neither identical nor different, can be thought to be the Tathagata through grasping? 9. Whatever grasping there is, does not exist through essence. And when something does not exist through itself, it can never exist through otherness essence. 10. Thus grasping and grasper together are empty in every respect. How can an empty Tathagata be known through the empty? 11. Empty should not be asserted. Non-empty should not be asserted. Neither both nor neither should be asserted. They are only used nominally. 12. How can the tetralemma of permanent and impermanent, etc., be true of the peaceful? How can the tetralemma of finite, infinite, etc., be true of the peaceful? 13. One who grasps the view that the Tathagata exists, having seized the Buddha, constructs conceptual fabrications about one who has achieved nirvana. 14. Since he is by nature empty, the thought that the Buddha exists or does not exist after nirvana is not appropriate. 15. Those who develop mental fabrications with regard to the Buddha, who has gone beyond all fabrications, as a consequence of those cognitive fabrications, fail to see the Tathagata. 16. Whatever is the essence of the Tathagata, that is the essence of the world. The Tathagata has no essence. The world is without essence.